be starting from a seated position today. Let's do a few warm-ups from seated. It's time to get going. Welcome, everyone. I am Ron. This is Core Without the Floor. So we're going to start from a seated position today, just to get warmed up. And we're going to go crazy on the core, standing up. When I say crazy, I was like, we'll just work it. Work it. All right, first thing we're going to do. Arms up overhead, shoulder blades back. Find your neutral. That's the first thing we have to do with our spine. Looking right straight out in front of you. Got that tennis ball between your chin and your chest. You don't really have one there. It's an imaginary one. Bring the arms down. Again, up overhead. Start to breathe in just a little bit deeper. Pushing the stomach out. Warming up the shoulders. There we go. So our neutral. Shoulder blades back. Chest out. Ears, shoulders, hips, all lined up. You want that spine straight. Little curve in the lower part of the back there. That's its stable position. All right, we're just going to take a little rotation. Hands to the outside of the thighs. And rotate. Small, small. Take your time. Shoulders, roll together and around. And back again. So you're making sure the knees don't turn while you go. Hips don't rotate. You don't feel any movement through those sits bones at all. Shoulder blades are back, chest is out. If you feel anything tweaking the lower back, get out of that position immediately and then get back into it, making sure those shoulder blades are back. Roll them. Deep breath in and out one more time each side. This time, take the hands, go a little farther back. So we're still doing the rotation like we normally do. Just a little variation on a theme here. And other side, around, reach, and back to center. So by that last one, you should have been able to get just a little more rotation into it, a little more. Hands up on the shoulders. So we do this, remember, elbows back, so you're squeezing those shoulder blades together. Small side bend, up. Weight does not shift in the sits bones. Couldn't think of the word. And down on the other side, bring it up. Head stays straight. So you got spine going right up into the base of the skull. It does not bend off to the side, putting undue stress on the neck. Shoulder blades are back, chest is out. Remember, we're side bending. Spine does not do two things at once without hurting it, causing problems for it. And up. So right now we're just doing a side bend, stretching out the rib cage, those vertebrae. And back up because we will do quite a bit of rotation, getting those obliques, those muscles on the outside of the core. Right out here, our rotation muscles. All right, hands on the thighs. We're just going to do a little out. So entire torso does a small rotation. So don't go so far back. Here's what happens a lot is as you go back, you push the back out. You want to take it around, keeping those shoulder blades back all the way. Again, don't let the weight shift through those sits bones. You don't want it to go into that side you're leaning in. More so, if you start to feel it pop up off the floor, off the chair on the other side, you went too far. You gone too far then. And let's go the other direction. For every clockwise, there's a counterclockwise. And back, or there should be, or supposed to be. And around. You want to get the muscles both ways. You want balance in all the muscles that you work out. And around to the front, side, back, other side, and forward into a seated crunch. Let's get back here again. Shoulder blades, back. Get yourself back midway on the chair, reaching back. Now we're getting into those core muscles. Remember, tighten them up, exhale. The minute you exhale and tighten up those core muscles, you're going to feel the shoulder blades pull back as that muscle between the ribs and the hips contracts. And back down. Touch the back of the chair if you can. And up. Exhale. Don't go past center. Back. Tap. Tap back there. Shoulder blades are back. And exhale. Coming up. Feet apart. Going to go forward this time. down between the legs, shoulder blades are back, and bring it up. Again, exhale as you come up. As soon as you do that, you're going to feel everything up the chain from the core up to the shoulders. Tighten up. Shoulder blades are going to go back automatically. Keep the chin out. Don't look down at the floor. And we are there. Feet up. Take your time with it. Remember, you start out slow, bringing them up as high as you can without leaning forward. You want to keep those shoulder blades back as you lift the leg up. Hip, knee, toe, right out in front of you. Keep them straight. Out and out. I work a little bit on keeping those, pulling on that outside of that leg to keep the leg out. Otherwise, it wants to go in like that. Up. Medial glutes, right there, part of the core. And up, up, and up. Hands up. You're under arrest. Elbow around and bring it down. Other side. Reach and back. Foot comes right straight up. It does not do what I just did. Up and back. Straight up. Rotate the shoulders. Bring it back. Don't lose your neutral. Don't lean down into that knee as you're rotating. You don't want to bend and twist. Bend me, shape me. You don't want to do that. Up. Again, exhales. Exhale. And down. And back. Around. And back down. Let's go a little more intensely on the side bend. One arm up. Coming down. Again, arm, ear, right there. Like that. Reaching down with that other arm, reaching up with this arm. So you're going to feel the stretch all the way up the side, down the arm on this side, and muscles working on the outside of the core on the other side. Arm switch around, and same thing. Make sure your spine's in neutral. Heads up, 7 up. Deep breath, exhale. A little deeper. Take your time with this. Get down as much as you can. Deep breath in, exhale. You get down just a little bit deeper. And back to the other side. One more time. Bring it down. Reach down there. And back up. Again, we're going to do a knee tuck. Grabbing onto the bottom of the chair. Shoulder blades are back. You want to go into this reverse or this lean backwards. Use the back of the chair if you want. Both feet out. Knee in, squeeze, and extend. Up. Excuse me. So here, we're driving that hip up. Forward. So you come up, and as you do, roll that hip just a little bit. Get that curve in the lower part of your back. And down. Remember, when you get to the top, as far as you can go, one last squeeze. Oh, shoulder blades have to stay back. So really lean into that. Those hands behind you or underneath you, wherever you have to be. Working those lower abs here. Hip flexors up, squeeze as you exhale. And out. One more time each side. Left, right, left, right, left. Something like that. Okay. Hands on the thighs. We're going to go into a cat-cow. Roll the shoulders down. Now you do have chin going toward the chest. Doesn't have to touch it. You're looking down straight at the floor. Deep breath in, stretching out the upper back. Grab onto the back of the chair, the underside of the chair, the seat. Roll the shoulder blades back. Chest is out. Again, deep breath in, stomach out. Exhale. As you roll the shoulders to the floor. And grab on. Shoulder blades back. Deep breath in and relax that one left. Taking the right leg first, extend it out. Shoulder blades stay back. Hopefully you're out on the edge of your seat. Remember, we always want to be that glute fold right between the butt and the thigh. That should be where the edge of the chair is. And just lift the leg up and back down. Feel the muscles work in the quadriceps, keeping that knee bent, hip flexor, and lower abs as you tuck when you get to the top and down. So it's up, exhale, Leg's going to come up just a little bit higher because you're rolling the hips forward. And down. 2 more on this side. 1 and 2. Taking your time. How high you bring it up doesn't matter. You want to feel it front of the hip and the quadriceps. Ready. Lift and down. Up. Exhale. And down. Up. And back. So you want to be out to the edge of that chair so that leg can come right straight up. Make sure you've got a little bend in that knee. Don't lock it out. Up. Toe, knee, hip, all in alignment. 2 more. Up. And back down. Last one. Up. And back down. We're done with the warm-ups. We're going to stand up now. Grab yourself a drink of water. Have a drink of water on me. Chair will be here for balance as you need it. There's some we're going to do. We'll do one side at a time, so you can use the chair as much as you need to. This time we're going to start out and just working on bringing that knee up. Take your time with it. Remember the foot that's on the floor. This is the stance leg. That's the one. Foot should be flat and back down. Adjust as you need to. Move that ankle around. It's a good thing for it. Keeps it strong. Keeps it flexible. Up. Remember, when you walk, you're spending most of your time on one leg. So you want to be balanced on that leg. Up. Opposite arm. Opposite leg. You want to be balanced on that leg. Let's try again. There we go. And back. Up. Squeeze the core. You want those lower abs. Bringing that foot up. And then squeeze it up and back, just like we did on that tuck. And down. And all right, let's get the hands involved. Right here, little tent. We're going to bring hands down as we bring the knee up. So you're going to squeeze these upper abs as you exhale. Shoulders are going to come forward. You're going to come out. Don't roll the shoulders. Come out from on the top. Lower part is going to roll up, and challenging one it is. Brought the knee up too high. I wasn't ready for it. Full exhale. Hard as you get to that crunch position in the middle where you're fully contracted. So as you bring that hand down, you want to get right there, right in the middle, wherever that is for you. Doesn't matter how high that leg is up, but shoulders come forward. Knee comes up with that last breath of air you're blowing out, and up and back. Whoa, go get it. This is another way you can do it. Couple more. One there. One more each side. Left. Right, like that. All right, feet apart. You can punch if you want, or just reach. We're going to pivot off that back foot. We're using the obliques, rotating, hips forward. So you don't want this hip, this knee, this foot to turn at all. Roll out. That puts all kinds of stress on the knee. Reach and bring it back in. Other side. Pivot off the toe, ball of the foot on that trailer leg. Shoulders rotate together. You do not get the obliques when you do this. That is the chest. We want to get these muscles on the side of the core. Out and out. Plant that lead leg. Right, that foot flat on the floor. Don't let it move. Don't let the knee twist. Out and out. Push it, bring it back, couple more, and there you go. All right, chair if you need it. What we're going to do is knee up and across. So this is really important. Up and rotate this way. What we like to do is turn the hips to get the knee over there. You don't want that. You want those hips to stay straight. That's what works the core, preventing that rotation. Those obliques on the far side work to hold you in place as you bring that knee up. Hand behind the head. We're going to come up and back down. Stay on the one side. Up, squeeze, and bring it back down. Stance leg. You're planted flat. Knee, toe, hip all pointing forward. Stay upright. Don't push on the back of the head. Rules, rules, rules. Up and back down. Bring it up. Rotate the shoulders. Squeeze it. Full exhale. You want to feel it on the outside of the core and the lower abs. Up, across, and rotate the shoulders right straight across. Don't bend and twist. And down a couple more. Up, out. And last one. Up. And back down. Other side. Batman. Hand up behind the head. Leg up. Start here and across. So just get the feel of that plant leg, stance leg right there. And bring the shoulders around. Up. And back. Shoulders rotate. Even though your hand's on the chair, if it is, you still want to get the shoulder. Whoa, that was the hips. Shoulders to rotate as you're doing this. Inside. And back down. Knee across. Squeeze it hard. And bring it back. Keep a little bend in that knee on the stance leg as well. You don't want to stress that knee joint out. Putting undue pressure on it. Across. And down one more time. And back down. You won't need the chair on this one. We're not going to be on two legs. Wide set right here. Kind of an easy one. Hands up. You're going to reach, bending the lead leg, pushing the butt back. So it's not forward. It is driving the butt back, arm up right next to the ear, and as you come back. So alternate up and back, up, obliques, pulling you down on that side. As you reach over, make sure you can feel those muscles on the outside of the core, engaging. Right, they're engaging. Up and reach. Ear on the inside of that moving arm. Tighten the core. Again, you can do this without having to work the obliques very hard, but you want to. That's why you're here. Butt back, reach, and down. Great shoulder stretch too. And up. I'm not going very deep into this hip hinge. Just a little bit pushing the butt back. And up. Last one. Bring it across. And back in. Skaters, let's get this part first. Around and back. Step. So it's up to you how you want to do this. You can just tap the toe and go from side to side, or step back and bring it back. Back behind you, knee and toe, same direction on that back leg, and bring it in, out, and in, out, and in. Arms out. We're going to be down. Rotate. Leg goes behind. The stance leg is the side you go down on, bringing the obliques into this, pulling the shoulders around, and back out. So you're kind of like nudging the person behind you. It's like, I get out of the way. And up. Core is tight. If you don't hold the core tight, it's just going to kind of hang there and you're not doing anything. Keep the hips forward. Out. So I take the lead hand and push down. Back hand pushes up. Engages those core, engages those core muscles just a little bit more. And up, around. Don't turn the hips. Don't let that happen. Shoulders go together. And up. And up. Couple more. Squeeze. Bring it back. And We're there. Back out wide. Take a break. Take a break. I'm making this into a cardio. Sorry. All right, but it gets your blood going for the morning. All right, we're going to take and just reach down and across. So we were went straight across. We've gone over the top. Now we're going to go down low because we're hitting the muscles in a different way, and up and back. Don't let the hips turn. Arm comes across, shoulders turn, reach down and back up. Here you can go into a hip hinge if you want, a lateral lunge if you will, weight shifting from one side to the other. So it's shoulders down, around, butt back, and up, and in. If you want to do more of a rotation, you can pop up on the ball of the foot, on that back leg. Thing is, you don't have to. You just keep the feet flat. You got lots of stability here. Hips are less likely to turn. Oops, I'm not punching. Down. You got them down on the ground. You're giving them the business now. And around. Core's tight. Again, if you don't hold it tight, it will just hang there. And you will not work the muscles as you need to. Rotation through the shoulders. Punch and punch. Back to the chair. Back. Back. Arm up overhead. We're going to do a crossbody jackknife. Leg comes up front. Arm comes down and bring it up. Knee stays bent just a little bit. Let's do it this way. Okay, so we're going to come up, knees bent, reach, shoulders roll forward just a little bit, but out, not down. So you're reaching right straight out. And down, stance leg, little bend in the knee. And up. Going to feel the obliques working here to rotate the shoulders again. Lower abs. Bring that heel up, or that foot up, well, the whole leg. Hold the core tight. Remember, shoulders come forward. That's why you're reaching right straight out. Reach and back. Couple more. Up, squeeze, last one. And down, other side. So you want to bring the arm up overhead instead of just out to the side. So you're reaching out in front of you, it's like swimming, and bringing those shoulders forward. So it's by squeezing the upper abs, exhale, it just draws that out, really engaging those. All right, you ready? Other side. Hand up. Again, if you were on the floor, this would be a crossbody jackknife. End up, stance leg has a bend in the knee. As you're doing this, looking out in front of you, you should not be looking out at the ground or that moving leg. As long as your gaze is out front, much better chance you're going to be working those shoulders, upper abs without bending. Oops. And up. 2 more. And back. Last one. And you're there. All right. All right. All right. Here we go. We're going to step out to the side as we do. Pivot. Punch. Bring it back in and in. So it's out. Rotate. And bring it in, other side. Step out, roll the shoulders, get out there as far as you can, and bring it in. And back. Again, those obliques rotating outside of the hips as you hold that leg forward. On that stance leg, out, drive across, and bring it in. Punch, and back. And in. Really, so what I like to do on these is as I'm bringing that back shoulder around, when I get as far across as I can, I give that back shoulder just one more squeeze, Really getting that elbow behind near the spine and in. Let's try this again. What am I doing? I'm doing this. Out and back in, out and back in. Step out to the side, hand on the thigh, hand on the hip, up over the top, reach, and bring it back other side. Stretch out and bring it in. Up and over and back and in. Side that's contracting brings you down. You're reaching up, hand right next to the knee, right next to the ear. Up and back and in. One more each side. There's one. Bring it down. Two and bring it back. That rowing thing we're going to do. Hips stay forward, knees, toes. Right there. Hands up. Bring it down. Rotate other side. You can go into a wood chopper if you want. Bring those arms up and back down. So you're coming around with the shoulders, not letting the hips turn, feeling all those muscles work along the side there. Those are diagonal muscle. You feel it diagonally. Up. Again, keep the hip tucked, pelvis up in front, front tilt, down and up, down and up. We can do this with the high knee if you want. Up, leg comes across, and down to the side. Balance, up. Just that leg coming across, not the hips turning. Rotate. Get those inner thighs working, those groin muscles. And you're there. Couple to finish off with here. We're going to take hands behind the head, coming up with the knee, and then if you can, elbows down, squeeze, and then back up with the elbows back. So the back stays straight. Elbows down and back up. Lower abs, bring that leg up. Tip the hips, and then shoulders come forward and back up. And up. Lower and upper abs on this one. When you get to the top, right there, next to the head, elbows back, and then in, squeeze, and back up. We're also working the shoulder blades, posture muscles. Really important. Down, squeeze, and up. A couple more. And up. And back, down. 2 minutes, time for a little cooling off. Into a stagger step. These muscles, obliques, we hit them hard again. They're really important. All the ab muscles are. These don't get hit right very often, so they get really weak. I want you to take arms out, rotate through, not very far. Bring it around and back to center. So we're stretching out that opposite side. These muscles are really contracted because we did all sorts of rotation. They had to really tighten up. So we're just cooling them off here. And back. Switch legs, other side. Arms up. And back one more time. And back again. Like I said, you're taking it easy on these. Arms up overhead. Nice and easy. Lots of bend in the elbow. Just bring them up a little bit. What you're looking for is the shoulders to stretch out here. Going into a step jack. Out. Kind of a step jack. Pretty slow one. And in. Step out. Here, as you bring the arms up, make sure that you're rolling those shoulder blades back. And back in one more time. Out. Up. And in. Right foot out on the toe. Right foot out. You put your right foot in. Rotate. Heel first. Move it around. Getting into that hip right there. Again, that's part of the core, and we used it. So all those times we stepped out to the side, that was working those abductor muscles on the outside of the leg. Heel up, rotate within the socket, knee and toe, same direction, and around and back. Other side, start with the toe on the floor, pivoting on the ball of the foot, knee in, knee out. Feel the muscles stretching out on the sides. So right here, inner thigh, groin muscles, right here, stretching out the hip and back, toe up, and windshield wipers over and back, getting that bone in there to move around in that hip socket. Up, around, one way, then to other. All right, we're there. Couple deep breaths. Down into a squat, arms up overhead, shoulder blades back. In through the nose, force the stomach out. Let's get air into those lower lungs right away, first thing in the morning, and exhale. To me, it's first thing in the morning. Up. Some of you have probably been up for like 5 hours already. Up over the top. In, force the stomach out. Arms down. Thank you guys for being here. We have another week next week. So please come back, and I will see you then.